Welcome to Talk Drama to Me because she wants that D in 2 minutes or less. It's your hosts, Tiffany and G. How are you, G?
Today is a special treat, Tiffany. One time you said all of these verticals are the same, and then I said, bet. Today's title is Don't Say Te Amo. It is loving my brother's best friend, but make it telenovela. And I am so excited to bring this to the pod. Anytime you threaten me with a good time, I answer.
Correct. You're like, I'll show you it in a different culture, but
It's the same vertical in a different font. That is right. What do you remember from loving my brother's best friend?
that's the one. That was the viral one, right? Because the guy was apparently hot to some people and had a stellar performance.
I wonder if we were just sucked into a vortex.
Out of curiosity, did this one get the coverage that that guy did? Or did they just make another one that was identical to this because that one did so well and they thought it was going to do that well again?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the case where Loving My Brother's Best Friend had done so well they went back to the source material, which is a novel, I believe, on Galanty, and then just made this. I actually didn't mind the telenovela twist. I
Right.
thought, aren't telenovelas the OG rage bait, right? There's a lot of slapping. There's a lot of dead people who come back alive. There are a lot of twins, right? A lot of secret identities. So it's kind of a nice callback.
Did you finish this one?
Did I finish this one? I mean, is the Pope Catholic?
So you did
Have you-
the DNF that you did finish. You did the whole thing.
God damn it. Yes. This has been the lesson through DNFs. While I'll sit here and I'll tell you, like, did not finish. But to be honest, like, I do probably go more than the average bear because it takes a lot for me to actually quit a vertical.
What is your breaking point though? Because you've had some where you tap out pretty easily and then other ones where I'm like, how did you watch this entire thing?
A big red flag for me and where I'm like, all right, at this point, I know better. I really do need to quit while I'm ahead is an early banquet scene. When the next scene is a big show where they're clearly at like a Holiday Inn banquet hall, I now know I need to quit. It's never a good sign, y'all. Take it from someone who's watched a ton of verticals. An early banquet scene is not a good sign for the vertical. Early banquet scene tells me there's going to be a lot of bullying. The bullying doesn't stop at the banquet. There's a lot of bullying throughout the rest of the vertical. If there's physical violence towards women, like the slapping, a lot of slapping follows an early banquet scene. So
Oh,
I
that.
don't mind a banquet scene necessarily, but of course it has to be later. If it's early, I am definitely did not finish DNF.
I'm curious. How many verticals would you say you've watched at this point? Because you're
Girl.
like, I feel like you're always watching them. Is it like one a day?
Um, yeah, please don't tell my boss about this podcast. Yeah, no, I definitely watch more verticals than the average bear. You know, what's funny though is the stuff I used to start with is not exactly what I'm watching today. The only app that I'm paying for at this point is Candy Jar. The other ones have fallen off. They just haven't kept my interest. There's probably way too much AI just for my liking. There's another
Mm.
app that I saw called Shara TV. It's by a vertical star. They promise no AI, and so even the previews I watched, even in the cutscenes or the scenes that set up where they are, there is no AI usage, and I think that's a really interesting concept, particularly now in a crowded field where AI is king. So that might be an app I subscribe to. It just takes a lot for me to kind of trust the app enough to spend the money. So I don't know. We'll see what other content they bring out.
When do you think that we can talk about that one production company that wanted to work with us and
Which
their
one?
verticals?
Because there's been two real ones. There've been other inquiries, but why?
Oh, when do you think we can like talk about that? The first one that we, gave
Under
content to.
I I don't know. I don't know enough about the business to be like, look at us. I think what's encouraging to see is that apps do want to branch out to real content and real content creators versus AI. So there are some encouraging signs in the vertical drama bubble that we're in that people are trying to engage with other people and apps are trying to engage with people. But let's see where that goes. So I
Right,
guess
right.
what we're talking about here is there are apps that have reached out to us and want to engage, but I think Tiffany and I are just being a little cautious because we've been hurt before, good short. Okay, I'm talking to you. You come in here and give us amazing verticals that we love, and then I don't know, you just made them all AI. I hate to be on our soapbox, but instead, what we got was the same story we've watched, but repackaged in a Spanish font. Today, Don't
Yay.
Say Te Amo. When Mia returns home with newfound confidence, she falls for the one guy who's been off limits, her brother's brooding best friend, Alex. Stolen kisses and a secret arrangement spiral into heartbreak before Alex finally admits the truth he's been hiding all along. He's a twin. I'm just kidding. He is the secret werewolf king. No, why don't you take us through the main characters?
I would just like to start off. I can't believe that these people are playing 16-year-olds. That's what this says. They don't look 16.
Girl, I see you found the casting call. Do you want to read that
16?
out for us?
I would love to read it out. This is from Casting Networks. How did you find this?
I'm such a freaking loser. Sometimes I like to go on Backstage and all of these little sites just to see what verticals are coming out. Like, it's not enough for me just to watch the verticals.
Is this a new vertical? Are we doing like a brand new one?
This is a new one, yeah.
Okay, so at the time of recording this podcast, it is July 21st. The submissions for this were due on April 2nd. That's 3 months ago. And they've already just released this. So these things cook really fast. It's from castingnetworks.com. It looks like it filmed in Albuquerque. It paid $500 a day, non-union. So, I mean, like, who knows if they fed you? Who knows if you had a trailer? Who knows if you had air conditioning? We don't know. What's her name? Chantal, tell us. Let us know. And our other guy, Ben. Ubiñas. Ubiñas?
Vinesh?
It says that submissions here. Do you want me to read this about the job? Oh my God.
Dude, let's go. Let's
can't
do
wait.
it. Guys, inside ball. If you ever want to be casted, here's what they read like, right?
Yes. So about the job for Alex, the guy, it says 18 plus to play 17-year-old Hispanic athletic build. Alex Ferrero is a charismatic and volatile teenager whose outward confidence masks deep emotional wounds tied to family instability and loss. Protective to a fault, especially toward Mia, he struggles to reconcile his genuine love for her with his loyalty to her brother and his own fear of losing the only family he has left. He presents as rebellious and impulsive, often expressing emotion through physicality and aggression, yet reveals a softer, vulnerable side in private moments. Alex's arc centers on learning to move beyond self-sabotage and to accept that he is worthy of stable, reciprocal love. This is literally identical to the one that was last year. Male talent must be comfortable being shirtless and on-camera intimacy, including passionate kissing and implied sex. An on-set intimacy coordinator will be present for all levels of intimacy. That's a plus. Additionally, some action work in which Alex punches Danny. There will be a stunt coordinator present for all action work. There's more jobs listed. Ace Stoll for Alpha's Doe. They need a Colombian with luxurious taste for travel. They need a pediatric specialist in November for I'm Fortune Daddy's Lucky Star.
We are watching that one.
Cool talent to portray shoppers. We could do this ourselves. Gee, we could do this.
Dude, and it's actually at Saks.
Why are we not submitting ourselves? We get paid $750 to act like we're shopping.
And the age range is 18 to 99 to sign us up.
Right. Oh, it's over an overnight shoot. Can you fly here on Monday to pretend to shop with me?
For an overnight shoot? No,
Are you
I
thinking
can't.
about it? Are you?
Leave me alone. I have things to do. All right. The reading of this Alex character, I think, is very prototypical telenovela machismo with more words. So in that way, I thought, okay, actually, I can see where this story also fits kind of the telenovela landscape. So I am glad that somebody was like, yo, this plotline actually was just ripped from a telenovela, right?
Yeah,
Do you see what I'm saying? Yeah.
totally.
Tell us about Ben, because I didn't realize Ben fit the profile until I saw his last name was Ubiñas, but I wonder how much Ubiñas, right? And how
Is
much is
that
Smith?
wait? Is he Portuguese? Is that why you did the sh sound?
I am probably saying, how would you say that? Ubiñas? Ubiñas.
Ubiñas? If it's not Portuguese, right? You'd say the S sound.
Ubiñas? No, say the
Ubiñas.
S.
Ubiñas. Okay?
Ubin.
Ubiñas. Gosh,
Gosh
right.
darn it. Here's the thing though, Tiffany. This is actually all on you because I don't know the N squiggly sound.
Beignet.
It does appear in Filipino, and so honestly, you should be more confident in the pronunciation. This is really
That
on you.
well, that's why I said S's. We're not Portuguese here, okay? I was not
Oh,
colonized by the Portuguese. I was colonized by the Spaniards.
and look how it turned out.
Yeah. Well, I mean, didn't turn out too bad, right? If we're looking at me. Oh, also, speaking of the World Cup, you wanted Spain, right?
Yeah, if I had to have a dog in the fight, it would have been Spain because they beat Portugal. And overall, after seeing the World Cup final match, I started it as a fan of Spain and I ended it as anti Argentina because, again, their worst selves showed up in the game. They're super physical. And I don't enjoy that level of soccer. It's basically a knockout, drag out brawl, but it's not the type of soccer I enjoy. So I
Uh,
much rather liked seeing the Spanish style of football. How about you?
we talked about this. We had colonizers and then racists, but we had a blast in honor of my Philippine. We went to a Filipino bar in New York to watch the game. I wore my Filipinas jersey. We did cheer for Spain because we were like, we can't go for Argentina. We can't. It was the same thing. I'm complaining, screaming at them to get up, being absolute babies. And I loved the halftime show. You know how much I love Burna Boy. And I love that they had the ghetto kids. Shakira had the amazing little dance group. I think that's their name. They have like 10 million followers on Instagram. They're amazing.
For the halftime show, Shakira was the only thing that was worth watching. And I love BTS, but it
Right.
just felt like I think you could have just let Shakira do the whole thing. If I'm being honest,
Yeah, totally. I think Shakira and Burna Boy would have been fine. We've kind of hated on Justin Bieber here before, but I don't think he was really necessary for this one either.
brought the mood down. To be honest, I don't know if like Madonna. I don't know. See what I mean? I'm just, can we, Shakira has never had an American Super Bowl halftime show to herself. Can she just have one thing to herself?
I loved her little combo with Burna Boy. If they did one together, that would probably be
Yeah.
one of my favorite Super Bowl shows. But yeah, I felt the same way about Madonna. And then the guys who were driving the car, what were the names? The soccer players?
Ronaldo and Ronaldinho, the Brazilian ones. You know what? When you're Madonna, you can do whatever you want. You know what I mean? Must be nice.
I wish more older women went for like hot young guys. Because I'm tired of the older guys being with these like little supermodels. Like get the women when they're in their prime, you know?
Yeah. Oh, speaking of women in their prime, let's talk about the 16-year-old.
I was going to say we've deviated so far. So the 16-year-old, we talked about how they got the jobs. Chantal Groves plays Mia. She's the little sister, telenovela dreamer. She's sweet, strong-willed. I think her career must be just starting. She has maybe 4,600 followers on Instagram, so she must be just starting out. I'm sure we'll see a lot more of her.
Yeah, I do like her. I don't know if she should play like a 16-year-old.
I don't
That seemed
either.
pretty.
That's what's weird
Yeah.
to me. Yeah. I,
But isn't that what Candy Jar does anyway? I've seen other young adults from Candy Jar and they always seem a little aged up. And maybe
Mhm.
that's for our benefit as the audience member because I
Yeah.
don't actually want to see a 16-year-old. You know what I mean? So I
Right.
wonder if that's intentional at this point because I've seen enough young adults to say I don't know if it's a miscast. I think this is just the way they cast young adults.
How do you feel about when movies have nudity or sexual scenes, but the people are supposed to be like 15, 16 years old? Even if they're older, they're an older actor who's in their 20s. But I always feel so weird when I'm watching a scene and they're playing like a 16-year-old girl and a guy. And I'm like, I feel like I shouldn't look. Like, I don't know. It's weird.
Okay, so if you're just talking about Euphoria, yes, I agree.
Oh, I mean, yeah, that's a great example. I wasn't even thinking of that one, but yeah, exactly.
I don't know if we're getting metaphysical, and I don't want to do that on a Vertical Drum podcast, but I believe in art for art. And so if it's something like Call Me By Your Name, where it's intentional, it drives the story, I'm willing to give it a little more leeway than if it's a Euphoria where I just don't know. At some point, you're like, this is did you watch the last season of Euphoria where she did the dog play? Sydney Sweeney's character, Cassidy, had this very strange arc. Like she starts off, I think it's a figure skater or something. And then
Oh,
now she's doing like OnlyFans dog stuff. Just seems weird. I feel like you could have told the story in a different way that mattered more to the characters. I just think
okay.
that's sexuality for sexuality and it's not necessarily sexuality for the art, which is a very fine line, and I
Mm,
don't know where the line is all the time, but that's a clear example in my head to your question. Like, where is
totally.
my line? Well, there's a good example. Euphoria is like blah, particularly towards the end, like double blah. I wish I had a different example in mind, but Call Me by Your Name. Okay, well, I see it's driving the story here.
Totally.
What about you? Do you have examples? Because it's art, so it's hard to define in words for me, but I could tell you what I can accept or not accept. Do
I
you have
know
examples like that?
when you brought up Euphoria, that's one show I truly don't think people playing high schoolers should ever be doing some of those things. I don't know, and maybe that's just I'm like an old lady and I'm old fashioned.
You're being an old lady because that's not true to a high schooler experience. Have we watched Teen Mom?
Yeah, I just don't think do we need to show it that explicitly? I don't know. I'm probably on my own little island with this, but it makes me feel weird when we're watching people who are playing high schoolers be like sexually active. Implied sex is fine. It's realistic. Teens have sex. I feel weird when they have to show it. Like you could just show them afterwards. They're laying there. I don't know.
Have we just like flipped? Are we in upside down world? Because how is it that you, the artist, the musician who's around these questions and creatives, are like, I don't know if I can see people post-coital, and I'm like, I don't know. Is it for art's sake? Does it move the story?
Well, I feel like if it's something that the scene needed it, it's like this could not be portrayed or done, or it couldn't get across properly unless it was shown. But then at the end of the day, I think when you're not a good enough actor, you're not a good enough actor to imply that you just got your back blown and playing a 15-year-old, then you're not a good enough actor to me. I don't think you need to see everything.
If you can tell the story differently and still have the same impact, then yeah, absolutely. In
Right.
particular, when you don't have the budget or resources for something like an intimacy coordinator, I highly recommend it. You don't have to do that for me because I'm a member of Book Talk and my imagination goes wild. So I agree with you there, but I didn't mind this vertical. I didn't think it was too over the top.
Did they get sexual? Because I mean, I only see the preview. So,
Oh, no, it's like the loving my brother's best friend thing. I think it's very much
okay,
a candy jar special where the ad said that there was simulated sex, but they don't really show anything. There are other
got it.
verticals that I will bring to you where it's just all simulated sex. So,
You know what? Now I want to see one. I'm curious.
okay, so some of these from Eastern Europe are my favorites to watch, and I've never brought one to the pod because it's like my secret hidey hole, right? You can't come to this part of my brain. The favorite ones that I like are when they're trying to do something young adult and it's clearly set in America and they're doing American basketball. And it's like, I don't know if you guys have ever seen a basketball. This is wonderful for me. And so there's one, he's my favorite Ukrainian actor. His name's like Bogdan. Is that a oh god, I just
Do
butchered
they
that
show
name.
private parts?
No, but they go to the V. We all love the V, hello. But he's in a new one where he's an escort, and so obviously there's a lot of sexual scenes due to the nature of his character's job. I have not finished that one because it's a little too much for me, but maybe.
It's too much for you?
Yeah.
What do you mean it's too much for you?
I mean, I'm like, "Okay, well, I've seen this part before. I can't keep watching the same thing and feel good about myself, so
Girl, I'm shocked.
I'll do it."
I mean, you haven't shown me any Eastern European ones yet. You said you would.
I know, but it's my secret spot, and it's where I get all my weird ticks. Even their interpretations of what is a werewolf is like, wow, this is like a social science experiment.
Oh my God. Yeah. Like, what are you watching? Now I'm nervous. What have you been keeping from me?
Should be. Okay, guys, we'll keep in mind. Tiffany, if we do not get to the rest of this DNF, we'll be
Mm,
here for hours.
sorry. Okay. We didn't even talk about the guy.
So I've seen him before.
He is definitely more famous than her. I do judge this off of how many people follow him on Instagram. I don't know if that's the right thing to do. That's just what I do. He has like 35,000 followers on Instagram, a substantially larger amount than Chantal. He plays Alex. He is the protective older brother's best friend. He's impulsive, loyal, green flag trapped in a red flag's body. Love that. Jealous himbo with abandonment issues. Punch first, confess feelings later. All right, so here is Act 1. We open with our girl Mia returning home from a trip to Guatemala where she's immediately welcomed back by her loving but critical parents. Her dad compliments her cooking as her mom reminds her to watch her weight. Trigger.
Oh, PTSD. What is happening right
Yeah.
now? Didn't you feel the same?
I'm literally about to crash diet before I go to Arizona. I'm like so nervous because I've gained weight. So
Yeah, because
scared.
your mom, the first thing she's gonna say is like, "You've gained weight."
Do you know what's crazy though? My dad does it too. It kind of stings more when my dad does it because I think it's because he's a guy. My dad's the reason why I started getting into running in college and then I did a half marathon. So, like, right before we became friends.
Was it worth it?
I mean, it was like a wake up call. I lost weight and I felt cute. It was like comfortable relationship weight, you know?
Well, I'll be honest, I'm a little fluffier than I like. This summer, I thought we were having a hot girl summer, and then I jumped on the scale, and it's like,
This is my fattest girl summer I've had since 2022. I need to lock the
why do we even call this
in.
hot girl summer?
It because we're hot. We're dying of heat from this heat wave. It's heat wave girl summer.
Heat wave girl summer. What's not helping is I've just become friends with my other neighbor, so I'm already friends with the one that lives
Oh,
on one side. I'm friends
yay.
now with the other one. You know what
Good.
this girl did?
What'd she
She
do?
baked me bread.
Oh, that's a good friend. Because you know how long that takes to do? It's a labor of love.
I know. She has her own sourdough starter, and we just were talking about it. And then today she showed up with like a humongous loaf of sourdough bread.
That's beautiful.
So, welcome to Heat Wave Girl Summer, where we feel tepid about our hotness.
Yeah. Sweaty girl summer.
And moms like this aren't helping. So, to all the moms out there, this therapy's on you.
But anyway, going on. So they're in the kitchen. They're talking about her weight. Just as dinner is about to start, the lighting, the mood suddenly goes full telenovela. Wind Machine as a bare-chested, impossibly handsome brother's best friend, Alex, dramatically confesses his love to her, except it's all in her head. Reality snaps back when Miss Telenovela's brother calls her name, revealing she has been fantasizing the whole thing. Now, freshly back from her trip, Mia has definitely grown up and Alex has noticed.
Okay, honestly, I was hooked. The first telenovela, wind with the lighting, and the guy's shirt is all unbuttoned and flapping. I don't know what famous telenovelas, Mi Hermano, or Corazon something something. I was like,
Mi corazón.
oh.
Yeah, he's definitely cuter than the guy who went viral for this exact same role, I think.
No, and I think in that context, I think that guy definitely did look like he was in high school. At least Ben has some of his like baby fat in his cheeks. So I'm not saying he's
Mm.
16, but I could see him in a YA, right? He's not like super cute though. I actually thought the brother was cuter.
Were there any moments in this, like in the one with the other guy, where there was like good girl, things like that? Did they take the entire script, or did I just give you goosebumps?
Yeah, it did like recall back that memory where I was like, what do you mean?
Someone has a praise kink besides me.
No, there were no moments like that where I was really taken back by him or their love. There was a particular moment. It's at the end that I want to talk. It kind of gave me the ick, only because no one talks like that. But
Mm.
let's go on. I don't want to ruin the mood, the vibe.
Oh, okay. So it turns out Mr. Best Friend is staying with her family while his mother's in the hospital, putting them under the same roof. So there's about to be some underage sexual activity. Mia's friend.
We're not even there yet, Tiffany. Cool your jets.
It's just setting it up perfectly. So Mia's friend Jasmine tells her that if she wants a romance worthy of a telenovela, she needs to start acting like the girls in them. So at a pool party, she's armed with a new wardrobe and a lot more confidence. Miss Telenovela immediately catches the eye of Daniel Harrison, the school's star soccer player, and Mr. Best Friend. Mia and my voice keeps cracking. I'm going through puberty, just through this vertical. I'm in puberty with these children.
You're having like a visceral physical reaction to well, as we watch more young adult, your body is reverting back.
Oh,
But
it's like a fountain of youth.
Mr. Soccer Star, just like in the last one, not that cute.
Maybe one or two people, and out of all the verticals we've watched, I've been like, they're hot.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sitting up here on my high horse. I'm literally wearing baggy clothing, and I finally washed my hair yesterday.
I do love your look today. Like it,
Oh,
it
thank you.
looks very much like I live on the beach. I am a surfer. Thank you so much for asking. And it's the hair. And if you're telling me you just braided it and it comes out like that,
Yeah, I don't think you've noticed, but the wave has gone down since I've taken it out.
but I still love it. Have you ever done one of those sock wave things? I'm tempted to, but I feel like I'm going to look like a total dweeb.
Are you talking about like the big roll that you just kind of do and then you have like
Yeah.
pigtails? I have done that.
Dude, kudos to the girls who look effortless because
Yeah,
it does take so much effort to look effortless. I guess I'll just stick with my chemically straightened hair.
that's a toss up. I just don't have it in me. Maybe that's depression. Whoa. Okay. Whoa. Revelation. Let's move on.
Whoa. Whoa. That was honest. Whoa.
I can't handle it. Steering away from depression. Mia and the soccer star, they flirt over a game of beer pong. But just as Mr. Soccer is making progress, Mr. Best Friend storms in, threatens him, and has to be dragged away by the brother. So later, she accidentally catches Mr. Best Friend making out with his latest fling in the bathroom. Hurt and confused, she rushes into her room where he follows to explain himself. Now, standing just inches apart, it's obvious he wants her.
And honestly, guys, it is just inches apart.
Literally.
People don't talk like that. Like, can you imagine if you were like this close to me? The
No.
inches apart. I am not over exaggerating here. They are way too close for meaningful conversation. If a guy came up to me and was that close, I do like you. You are handsome, but you need to let me have a full vision because I only see the nostrils, right?
I don't even think my boyfriend has talked to me that closely.
It's too close. You can't even
It's way
hear
too
them.
close.
It's too
No. It's too close. They're
Ears
so
here.
close to your ear.
Yeah, no, because my ear is on the side of my head. It is not in the
Right.
front of my face. It's too close.
Yeah. And I already am hard of hearing, so there's no way.
You just turn your head. Talk this way. I can't stand it too long because it does the tickling of the
The
ear.
tingle.
And
It's a
ooh,
weird. Yeah. I don't like
ooh.
it either. No. I'm
I
right
don't
there
like
with
it.
you. Mm-mm. So they're doing that whole thing, that whole uncomfortable moment, inches apart. It's obvious he wants her, but instead of admitting his feelings, he only warns her to stay away from the soccer guy because he's, quote, bad news. It's not the confession she was hoping for, and she is clearly disappointed as he leaves her alone. So I'm assuming she keeps hanging out with this guy.
Dun dun dun. That's it, y'all. That's the preview. And you guys already know spoilers. I did go ahead and finish it. So
You finished the whole thing.
yes.
How many games and credits did you have to do for this?
First of all, for a candy jar, you can't play games. They don't let you play games.
Really?
Honestly, early on, what?
I didn't know that.
Candy jar doesn't let you play games.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that because I'd never get that far. So
Oh, that's true. You never, you're always like, that's it. I'm not interested in these candy jar. Get better. Do better. Early on, I really was attached to what Candy Jar was doing. I don't know if you remember, but early on, it was like, why isn't there diversity? Like, what is this? Why are we telling the same story with the same characters? Is it the same story? Sure, but it's different characters. It's in a different font. They sprinkle in different, I don't know, Latino or telenovela pieces that keep me enticed. So I pay for Candy Jar. I don't pay for anything else at this point, but I do pay for Candy Jar.
okay, you pay for it.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, I'm just judging you, but go on.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. I'm like, yes, of course I do. Oh, sorry, that was very spectrum of me. Yes, I pay for it. Yes.
Very spectrum-y of you, correct.
Okay, so everybody knows I paid for it, so I did finish it. I also like the story, I'll be honest. But Tiffany, you are impartial. I throw it to you. DNF, what do you think? Did not finish. Do need finishing.
Part of me knows, I feel like I just know how this is going to go, but maybe
Okay, if you didn't watch Loving My Brother's Best Friend, if you didn't watch the original source material, what do you think? What do we got?
Now I'm trying to remember how it cut off, the preview.
Super close in the face. And the one moment I was like, oh, was when she was like, go back to the girl you want or whatever. And he's like, I want her. And you could just see he means I want you, but he doesn't say. And you're like, oh, that's actually really good acting. I also I want you to say I want you. And then he says, don't be with Danny. And she's like, you can't tell me what to do. And then he walks away.
Yeah, you know, I have a soft spot for those angry ones, so I probably would watch a little bit more. I don't know how long I would last, but maybe a little bit more. Yeah, I like the toxic ones. Clearly.
Yeah.
Look at my track record. Jesus. Yikes.
Let's talk about that. Actually, I'm just kidding.
Toxic Latino boys.
Honestly, have you dated anything else?
The long-term ex, he was white bread, white boy.
Yeah,
remember?
still toxic, not Latino.
Yeah. I don't know what was worse, though. At least the Latinos were hot. and toxic.
Man, but they were so toxic in like a really predictable way. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, one of them still looks at all of my Instagram stories. It's so weird.
Yeah, but that's so typical. He can't have what he wants, and now he's doing some weird himbo business, you know? Like, that's so typical. Go
Yeah.
get a different story. You're not unique. You're not special. You're doing what is expected, and that's a little basic.
It's so weird.
So, I think we are DNF in the positive way for
Yes.
this vertical. Let's talk about some similarities between the stories. How do you feel about, wait, in the beginning, he talks about how she's grown up now. Does that strike a chord with you, especially considering the conversation we had? You were like, is it strange to watch minors have, intimate moments?
She's still 16.
I know. And so then calling a 16-year-old grown up, I'm like, oh, that is a little,
That's weird.
ooh.
Yeah. I think it's
It
weird.
is very, she is only 16. Yeah, anyway, I do just want to comment that she is clearly in high school in the movie, and then some guy calls her grown up. It
Mm.
reminds me of when Tyga groomed Kylie, and then Kylie's sisters, I think it was Chloe, was like, yeah, but she's grown up for her age. Yes, but she's also still 17.
Yeah, that's creepy.
Keeping up with the Kardashians, what a moment in time.
Oh my
Um,
God, I have a Kardashian story.
an actual Kardashian story, please
Well,
spill.
it's related. So I do not follow the Kardashians. I don't watch them. So I was at this gig. I'm gonna try and keep out as much details as possible. There was this guy there in the artist area, a lot of VIPs, people who paid a lot of money to be there, or were influencers and were paid to be there. So this guy came up and talked to me and this girl who was also on the gig, and he was like asking about us and our names. He introduced himself, and I introduced myself, and then she introduces herself, and he was like, my daughter has that name. I made some joke like, you don't have a daughter named Tiffany too, do you? Ha ha ha. I literally didn't know who the fuck he was. We left that exchange, and it turns out name's Kylie, and she was like, that was Kris Jenner's boyfriend, Corey, whatever.
You spoke to Corey?
Yeah, I didn't know who he was. Then he was like, yeah, there's some famous people named, Kylie, right? I was like, yeah, Kylie Minogue. I wasn't even being an asshole. I did not know. And they were laughing at me. They're like, Tiffany, that's hilarious that you just were saying all that and didn't know. He was just some other black dude to me.
Oh no, Tiffany! I think I would know. I've watched enough Kardashians. You must have never watched Kardashians.
I've never watched a full episode of the Kardashians. I didn't even know the mom was dating someone. I thought she divorced Bruce Jenner and Caitlyn Jenner. But yeah, I met the guy, Corey.
Word on the street is he messes about. So probably a good thing you didn't know who he was. And
He was trying to get us to party and be like, oh, you guys are going back. You're not going to party and stay out. And I was like, I got to drive back to New York. No, we're not staying out
yeah.
here in the Hamptons. No. And he was like, oh, man.
But I'm glad the vibes, you said odd vibes because that is correct. I don't think that's something you want to find
Yeah.
yourself in. Page 6. Look at this random lady. I'll be like, I know her.
Oh, yeah.
So speaking of oblivious people, the older brother here, who I had the hots for. I thought he was really hot. I hope we see a
For
vertical
sure.
with him because he was really built. I was like, dang.
For sure.
And when he got mad, I was like, ooh, dang.
Absolutely.
Let's stay mad. Sorry. It's a little hot in here. So he was oblivious gatekeeper again. That was a commonality we saw on the two verticals. I also thought it was strange that she's suddenly attractive to everyone. Like, what, she just got boobs over the summer? I don't know, but is that believable? Did you have a glow up in high school?
Girl, you know that I was the ugly girl in high school. My
Same here.
nickname was Butterface.
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
That's
because I had really bad skin. So everything was hot but her face.
Well, I never got a name because I was a part of the wallpaper. And so I feel like for us, the whole glow up story, it doesn't really resonate, but I'm sure it resonates with somebody, I guess. But they both had a quote unquote glow up. Soccer? Hello, FIFA
Mm.
World Cup? It's never gonna die, okay? USA. Soccer, again, a very common thing. And then, of course, my favorite trope of all time, the yearning. I really can't get over how much I really enjoy yearning. Just him just glancing from across the school hallway, pretending to be busy in his locker and being mad about and jealous. Oh, boy. So if any of those things catch your fancy, then Don't Say Te Amo has them, just like we saw in Loving My Brother's Best Friend. I did enjoy it, but I do love telenovelas as well. I don't understand what's happening in them. I don't understand how the twin also has a secret triplet sometimes, but I don't think that's for us to understand. If you like it, watch it. Tell us, DNF. Do not finish. Did need finishing. Follow us on TikTok, Insta, YouTube, and Substack. We're posting the clips, the thirst traps, and the theories. Talk Drama to Me drops every Friday for DNFs, but you'll see a full episode soon on Wednesday. Bye for now. Bye.
Wow, you have that outro down.